So here's the showcase with Pela Longhorn, right? So my stun passive, right? Just hits anyone, it just stuns anyone I hit, right? So if I come up here and I hit this wolf, stunned. If I hit him again, doesn't refresh. Hit this guy. If I hit this guy, stunned. If I hit this guy, stunned. Just instant stuns everything. Right? Next thing. The next change about him, his roar no longer increases physical damage and stuff. It makes this little ball. It does not provide vision, in case you're wondering. It sits there for 15 seconds. If I touch it, heals me, gives me move speed for 3 seconds. Enemy touches it. Come on, touch it. Okay, fine, I'll kill you.
Kill streak. Kill streak.
His ult is still the same, and so is his passive. Where is this? There she is. She touches it. Damage and slow. Right? So that's the changes with Pela. Okay, this is the these are the changes in action for Kagax. So I in order to completely showcase him, I made a custom with just me, and I'll just be showing showing him off using Mogul. All right, so here is Mogul the Slicer. I'll let him hit me a couple times, lose some of my HP. Okay, hit me, hit me, hit me. Okay. There. I'm at half HP, right? If I come up to him, I currently have no lifesteal items, as you can see. I just have straight damage. Right? Come up to him. I hit him, right? I get 14 lifesteal. Right? 14. Now watch this. Watch how much lifesteal I get. I hit him with that. 270, 280, 290, 290. For 4 seconds, I get 90% lifesteal for 4 seconds. That is obscene, right? See, look at how much damage it. Oh, I better back off or I'll kill him. Right? So where was I going with that? So I can be losing. Be super low health if you throw that, and as long as they don't kite you, if you can hit them while that's active, you will just go straight back up to max HP. Look, that lifesteal makes Engineer jealous. I mean, that's absurd. Right? Next thing. Uh-oh. Well, that's embarrassing. I just died. Alright, well, let's run back up there. His ult, even though it doesn't say it, he does still recover HP like he used to, but at least off like 50% of the damage is healed. It doesn't say that, but it does actually do that. And the cooldown is 100 seconds no matter what level the ult is at. So I'll show you the damage on his first skill. I'll show you the damage without stacks. See that? 270 damage. But then my damage with stacks. Okay, that didn't work apparently. But did an extra 300 damage. So that's pretty absurd. And I've got max stacks right now. And without boots, this is how fast I move without boots. Which is not very fast, I know, but still, without boots. Anyway, that wraps up the changes to Kagax, and I'm serious when I say this. He is going to be the new meta. He is the new OP hero. At least I'm calling it. Maybe I'll be wrong, but that's what I'm calling. Alright, let's move on to the next hero. Alright, so here are the changes to scale. I just got myself killed by a tower to show you the damage on it, right? This is I turned off all my damage reduction talents and tablets, and so this is how much damage a tower does to me, right? Okay, so I'm gonna revive now. I'm gonna TP mid, and this is the only change to him is his ulti. So I'll show you how much damage a tower does to me when I use my ulti. So I'll heal myself so I'm at full HP. And there it is, full HP. So I'm gonna come over here and pop my ulti.
Your health is fading.
And this time the damage the tower did, so this is a tier 2 tower, so it did slightly more damage, but it did have reduced damage. 30% of the damage on the first couple hits went to my Stone Guardian instead of me. Anyway, those are the changes on scale. Only one small change. Changes to Liu Yangfei. I started at level 5 with 3,000 gold to do a sort of realistic representation of where you would be at which at the point of game you would be at where this buff comes into play and really just completely beats Liu bloody. Okay, so I have 2 squires, what anyone would have. Most people would probably have a face breaker on him, maybe some boots, and then their next item would probably be a Serpentine Spear, right? So I'm just gonna max these because these are the 2 spells that were changed. I'm not even gonna pick up the 3rd one because I don't need it. At this point in level 5, right, Liu Yangfei would easily be able to clear creep waves. Like just easy, he'd go like this, he'd go like that, and the creep wave would be dead. So, or same goes for jungle camps, right? So I'll come over here. This first creep wave, right? Doesn't do that much damage, does it? So he still clears them pretty fast. But this used to do, see these little, okay, let me show you. See these little numbers right there? 56, 56, 56. That used to be somewhere more along the lines of 80, 90, which is just way too much damage. That's 400 damage from one spell in the beginning of a game. At level 5, that's so much. It's not okay. Also, the slow from his 2nd skill has been reduced. And I'll show you here. See, they're slowed, but you can barely even notice the slow now. Not much at all. Come show you that slow one more time on these dudes over here. Alright, so he's gonna follow me. That slow is tiny. Anyhow, those are the changes to him. Not much damage on his first skill anymore. Still quite a bit, but not nearly as much as it was. And 2nd skill, the slow, that was devastating. And I think the slow was honestly what made him so OP. Was the slow. I think it's good now. I think he's going to be fairly balanced. Maybe a little strong. He's still going to be a really good hero, obviously, because he has 3 gap closers and a small slow. But I think he's going to be pretty balanced. That wraps up Liu Yangfei. That was nice and quick.
For too long.
Okay, guys. Carly Q changes. One tiny little change on her. Yeah, whatever. One tiny little change. The range on this skill right here, the 2nd skill, boop, has been increased. Not the area of effect, the range. Right? So this is 8 range. This is what it used to be. See this range right here on her 1st skill? This is the range on her 1st skill. This is what her 2nd skill used to be. Alright, so if I come stand over here
I'd love to.
and put some perspective with the tower. This is the range on her 2nd. This is the range on her 1st. So let's try that one more time, so you can get one more better look at it. So the range on her 1st. This is the range on her 2nd. 2 meters further. Not a huge difference, but it will help her with chasing and ganking and just landing that 1st skill. Because right now it's 2nd skill. It's pretty hard to land that 2nd skill. Anyway, only change the Carly Q. Really small, nice and quick. Let's move on. Alright, changes to Curse there. In game. the cooldown on his first skill has been reduced to 5, right? You can see that there, 5. It used to be, let me check.
Time to go.
8 seconds at level 1, then 7, then 6, then 5. But now it's just 5 at every level. I started with 3k gold, just because I figured that would be a semi-accurate representation of what stage I would be at level 7, how much gold I'd have at level 7. Right? So let's show this. So that cooldown's just reduced, that's it. Nothing too big there. Well, actually, it's really big, but nothing much to show other than that little timer. Okay, but his second skill, the damage is increased by 30% on the scaling, not on the actual damage part, but on the scaling, right? So you see these little wolves. I currently have Leviathan Cloak and Necromastery Staff. I shoot them with this. That was really weird, it didn't hit any of them.
To go.
Let me try that again. Lots of damage. I don't understand how it didn't hit that guy right there. Anyway, just extra damage on that.
Yes. They're alive to go. Tired.
I feel like what they need to do is the DOT effect of that should be increased a little bit. The DOT on the plague. Where does it say? Where does it say? Magical damage. Where is it? Anyway, the DOT on that needs to do with like 1 or 2 more points of damage per stack per second. Anyway, that's just how I feel. Let me know what you guys think. I don't know. So that's it with Kerzdare. Okay, boys. So here's Marathus, the battle engineer. Biggest change to him is the scaling of the cooldown on his first skill. Right. So right now, cooldown is 10 seconds. Level 2, cooldown is 9 seconds. Level 3. 8 seconds, so on to level 4. 7-second cooldown on his stun. These are my items, current items right now. I don't know if these are good. I'm not really a good engineer, to be honest. I'm not very good with engineer. I figure these are what he would have. Maybe this is what he would have at level 7. Obviously, the skill is not what he would have at level 7. He would definitely max his third, but I feel like that's what he would have. So the cooldown on the first skill, super reduced. That's nice. Then the damage on his second skill has been increased to 100% of my physical, my bonus physical damage from items, right? So if you look at my physical damage, 78 is my base attack damage just for being Marathus, and then it's 56, right? That is my bonus damage from items, from my Facebreaker and my Squires. If you look at the damage on my second skill, 56. So it says 56. So I think that's really, really, really good. Anyhow, those are the only changes to Dragon. Yeah, did I just say Dragon? All the changes to Engineer. Anyway, moving on to the next hero. Hey guys, I'm here with the Lebmont in-game demo. I forgot to mention, there was one other change in the Battle Engineer. He actually hit the scaling on his ultimate with items is now 60% instead of 30. So I figured, and then I gave myself 4,000 gold at the start of this, figuring maybe if you're a lucky Lebmont, you might have these items by level 7. If you're a good Lebmont. Anyway, just waiting for these bears to spawn. Changes to him, the move speed on his third skill is now quite absurd. Check this. This is my normal move speed, just moving from here to here. And then I hit my third skill. That's a pretty large move speed for just 1 second. Anyway, only 1 second. Only other change to him. Damage scaling on this skill, Rapid Shot, has been up to 40% rather than 20. And I feel like the range was increased, but maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, it does decent damage now. 79 damage for 3 waves. That's like 8, so 80. That's 240 damage. That's quite a bit of damage, guys, to be honest. That's a lot. It's useless against heroes, people will say, and I am tempted to say they're right. Just because the channel time is pretty ridiculous. But against creep waves, like let's TP down here and use it on a creep wave. Against creep waves, it's pretty effective at clearing, even at level 1. Anyway, let's show you that move speed one more time. Alright, and as soon as I'm past these creeps, I'll move. Move. Yeah, anyway, go buy some boots real fast. See how fast he moves with boots. Alright, so I got boots. Savage boots, here we go. Moving pretty fast. Use that spell so I get rid of that well buff. Moving. I don't know. Covers maybe an extra 3 meters or so, so I guess it's alright when you're chasing, as long as your allies don't get in the way. But yeah, that covers all the changes to Lebmont. Moving on to the next hero. Okay. Haran changes, boys and ladies, if there are any of you, though I very much doubt that. Rush on Paladin. Goes through terrain. How OP is that? You're being chased. You're chasing someone. Boom! I'm in the Ouija pit. What are you gonna do?
I cannot do that right now.
Back up from the Ouija pit.
As you wish.
That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Another thing, his shield. Let's check out how it scales here real quick, because I'm not sure how it scales anymore. Now that it's 40%. Okay, so 40% of his lost HP. So it grants a shield to nearby allies, absorbing 100 and 100 damage for allies, and then Haran himself gains a shield equal to 40% of his missing HP. Duration 10 seconds. Alright, so that's level 1. Let's check out level 2. 150 for them, 40 for him. 200 for them, 40 for him. 250. Okay, so basically it just scales and gives your allies a bigger shield, but he still has the same. Okay? So I'm gonna rush through this wall, straight into this tower.
As you wish.
Look at how much this shield gives me when I use it, right? It's based off of how much missing HP I have, right? That is a big A shield. That is a freaking huge shield. Okay, I think I just died. No, okay, I'm good. Alright, so there's that. I just have straight cooldown items right now. But then, see, same thing. If I go to the tower and I'm at full health, or really high health, use my shield is tiny. That's a tiny shield. Like I said, based off of his missing HP, not his max. Now my shield is huge. And I'm gonna run through a wall, because I can do that. That's ridiculous. That's gonna be so broken. Anyway, guys, those are the changes to Paladin. I'm just gonna run through a couple more walls just because I freaking love doing that. Oh my goodness, that's so OP.
Certainly.
That's so OP. Paladin should not be able to go through walls. 25% armor reduction, massive damage, AoE in a line, gap closer, and it goes through walls now. Whoop, run away. I mean, that's just too much. I mean, whee! Could you imagine trying to run away from a paladin? A paladin like to whom terrain means actually just about nothing. Whee! Let's go jump in the well real quick. I'm having too much fun with this, guys. Paladin gonna be my new main. Oh, I died. Anyway, sums up Paladin, guys. One more funny thing. Paladin can now go out of the map. I am now out of the map. Paladin is now one of the map hoppers. He's got hacks, yo. Anyway, I think it's funny. Moving on to the next hero, boys and ladies, if there are any of you. Okay, here we are with changes to Kui Lan. Her second skill, Doppelganger, used to only be able to be cast on an enemy or neutral unit, but now she can cast it on herself. Boop! There it is, little me. Right? See that? Now, why this is cool is because of the way her ultimate works. For those of you who don't own Kui, which I'm sure is a lot of you, her ultimate does bonus damage based on how many doppelgangers you have when she uses it. Because the doppelgangers hit you too. Doppelgangers are her little... This is the range on it, by the way. At level 12, at level 3, this is the range on her ultimate. It's pretty absurd, right? So, if I ulted him, that little creeper there right now, without my I'll do it on Dragon so you guys can see it better. If I ult Dragon right now, 230 damage, right? So I'll pause the video and come back and do it with my doppelgangers next time. Alright, so my ult is about to come off cooldown. I'm gonna hit this little bear. Right? Hit the bear, make him follow me. Use this skill. Use this skill. Then I'm gonna hit Dragon. Did a bonus 150 damage. So on Dragon, obviously that's not that much, but on a hero, I would have also had another doppelganger from this skill. Right? See, there's 4 of me right now. If I used all four of me hit them, then it would do all three of my doppelgangers hit them. I'd do an extra 220 damage. That's like a whole nother nuke, right? So that increases it. And it used to be really hard to get anything because you used to rush them and it would just be you, and they'd be like, oh well, that's the real one. Sometimes I would stand by the jungle and I'd do what I just did on the bear, and then I'd ult into lane. But now you can actually just make one on yourself. If you're standing way behind your own lines, you can just make one on yourself and then rush, and then there's 2 of you already, and then they already are confused or trying to tap on the right one. Anyway, that was the only change to Kui. Oh wait, no, that's wrong. That's not wrong. Okay, the doppelgangers now do 20% from her ultimate doppelgangers, which means the skills that come from the doppelgangers that come from her 3rd and 1st skill. Anyway, those are the changes to Kui. Moving on to the next hero. Alright everybody, so I am currently playing Saya Tidesinger. The change to her, I started with basic 1000 gold, level 1, because the change to her is primarily for early game. Watch how much damage my 1st skill now does at level 1. I don't know about you, but I think that's quite a bit of damage. One more thing I did not mention that I was supposed to in the one about Kui was I skipped these because I didn't want to make a clip for him because you don't need to see it. Damage scaling for Kortov was rescaled. It does 70% instead of 45 now, and the spiked shield, the shield throw for 12B, the golem. Is the cooldown is now 8 seconds. It used to be 14, and now it's 8 seconds. Just flat 8 at all levels. Anyway, moving on to the next hero, which is Kirasath and Airfer, and then we're done with heroes, and I'll make a few comments about new item changes, and that's that, and then the talents, and that's it. This video episode's done. Okay, everybody, changes to Demon Lord. Only thing they changed was his 2nd skill, this one, the little one right here, where he bonds an ally. The scaling on the bonus attack speed that he gives himself and the ally gets has been rescaled to 40, 50, 60, 70%. That's how it scales per level, from 10, 20, 30, 40. So since I'm doing these videos by myself, and I didn't want to bother calling up any of my guild members, I'm just going to use my giant to bond with. As you can see, I'm the only hero in the game. There's no one else. So, another fun fact most people don't know about Demon Lord, his giant is actually ranged, and you can drag it and drop it down a cliff. I've done this before to check Ouija, which is really fun. Anyway, there's little dude, get out of there. Get out of there, little dude. Okay, let me heal you up. Yes. Little dude. Heal you up. Alright, so check out my giant's attack speed when he's not bonded. Pretty slow, right? When I bond him, watch how fast he goes. that is a gigantic buff. I mean, come on. Freaking 70% bonus attack speed, that's absurd. And it's for me and whichever ally I bond. So imagine that on an elf. Elf with 70% bonus attack speed. Of course, that usually happens at around level 15, because you max that last on him, but makes him a little more viable, I feel like. Better. So he's basically just a lane pusher. He just pushes lanes, is what he does. Yeah, I'll show you actually. And now he's even better at doing that, which is absurd, because he's one of the best mids in the game. He always goes mid unless you're bad with him. Like, really, you always need to take Demon Lord mid. If your team says no, Elf go mid, you say no, Demon Lord mid. Demon Lord always takes mid. So watch how fast I can nuke down this tower. If I bond my giant, and I hit the tower. Boom, dead tower. And that was just by myself. I mean, granted, I do have really high damage items, but I don't have any attack speed items, and I'm a mage. I'm a support mage, and I killed the tower that fast. So that's the changes to Demon Lord. All right, we'll go on to the last hero, which is Arafern, and let's go on. All right, so there's one change to Arafern. Well, two changes technically. His Rock Smash, the first skill where you used to throw it at something like that, it has been changed. It is now a skill shot. I can throw it right in the middle right here. Only hits one, but there's that. So that's one change. Change number one. Second change, this is going to weird you all out. Arafern is now a magical hero. You wouldn't guess that by looking at the recommended items on him, but I'm sure some of you have already had this problem. You picked Arafern, built physical, and you were like, what? Why don't I have any damage with my Icon Cutlass? Well, that is because he is magical. Check this out. Alright? Attributes. Normal attack damage. Magical. He is a magical hero. What the heck? Is that just not weird? I think that's bizarre. Anyway, those are the changes to Arafern. And so they changed two heroes from physical to magical this patch, if I remember correctly. It's Arafern and Pela Cow are both now magical heroes. They used to be physical, but now they're magical. Anyway, those are all the hero changes for this patch. Well, I'll see you guys next time. Okay, so apparently I was just kidding. I have just 10 more seconds things to show you. Firstly, talents. They have all been reworked. So this is my Guardian page. This now has a 5% chance to ignore. This now only gives you wait, what is this? No, that one. This one? No. This one. This one. This only increases my leech HP by 3% now. It used to be 9, now it's 3. Fighter, same thing. It's now only 3%. It used to be 9, now it's 3. So I would suggest to all of you guys, go through your talent pages and rework them all, because they changed a lot of talents, and you're gonna need to rework because yeah, it's been working alright for me because I have pretty well built talent pages, I feel like. I don't know, maybe you guys disagree from what you just saw right there, but yeah, I'm gonna definitely go through and rework those here pretty soon and see how put them just how I like. One last thing, one item was rescaled. The Stirring Souls of Dragon, or whatever it's called, it has been rescaled. The damage that you get from it is now 1% of your max HP, no longer 2% of your max HP. Those are the changes. Anyway, guys, go through your talents, fix them up how you like, try out all the new changes to all the heroes, because dang, it completely changed the meta. I was wrecking people with Kagax today, and I've never even played Kagax before. Anyway, go ahead and thumb up the video if you like it. Probably don't, a little long and tedious, but if you watched it all and you're to this point, I thank you, my loyal viewers. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see y'all next time, for sure. I'm leaving this time. I'm not. We're done. Okay, we're done. Goodbye.